Welcome to a lesson on equivalent fractions. You can download the worksheet using the link in the description. First, let's have a look at this overview over here. Fractions are equivalent if you multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. Let's have a look at it in more detail so we can fully understand what it's saying. Fractions. So I think we should know what that is. A fraction, for example, 1/2 would be a fraction. They are equivalent. Equivalent is another way of saying that they would be equal. Fractions are equivalent if you multiply or divide the numerator. Here's a key word here, numerator. The numerator is the top number of a fraction. So let me write that down. And the denominator. That's another key word. The denominator is the bottom number of a fraction. Let's read it again. Fractions are equivalent if you multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. So for example, if we multiply the top and bottom by 3, we would get 3/6. So it's saying that 1/2 is the same amount as 3/6. Which is true. Let's look at two examples so that we can understand how to do the questions. So 7/12 is equal to something over 36. Now we can see that the question gives us both of the bottom numbers. 12 and 36. So how do we multiply one to get to the other? Now it's easier to multiply the small number. So 12 times what is equal to 36. So we have to figure that out. Now 12 times 3 is equal to 36. So I drew an arrow, and now I'm going to write times 3. So if we want the fractions to be equal, if we multiplied the bottom by 3, that means we also have to multiply the top by 3. Seven times 3 is equal to 21. Okay, so the first question's done. So now with the second example, it's quite similar, but we'll just get a bit more practice in. Now, for the second question, we also have both of the bottom numbers. So we have to work with what we're given. If the question gives us both of the top numbers, then we have to use those. But if they give both of the bottom numbers, then we have no choice but to use the bottom numbers first. So 9 times what is equal to 108? Well, 9 times 12 is equal to 108. If we multiplied the bottom by 12, that means we also have to multiply the top by 12 if we want the fractions to be equivalent. Two times 12 is 24. So now we've gone through two examples here. Now I'm just going to scroll down so you can see the exercise questions. Pause the video, and now it's your turn to do some questions.